The question that has been boggling our minds for so long. Yeah, it has finally been answered. Finally, Baahubali 2 has come out. It was supposed to come out last year itself. However, SS Rajamouli decided to make it much more grand after the mega success of Baahubali 1, which eventually raked almost 650 crores. So, was it worth it? Was it worth the wait for an extra year to make it even more grander than the first one? I got this film with my family last night, and I must say, yes, definitely yes. I quite enjoyed this film. I really like this film as well. However, there were unnecessary scenes and flaws in between which we can definitely discuss on, but I can definitely tell you it is an enjoyable film, the same as the first one. There are only three main driving factors of this film. Let me talk about it one after another. Number one is Prabhas, who plays Amarendra Baahubali. The flashback actually picks up exactly from where we left off in the first part, and it still continues on. That's the major positive here, because the flashback is the most interesting part of the movie, if you're gonna ask me. When it shifts back to Mahendra Bahubali, his son, the film actually steps back a little bit, and you feel a little bit bored as well, and a little bit tired in the end. Okay, the second major positive factor of this film is her. Yeah. I'm gonna just play one sweep shot right here of the first film, which made audiences go crazy. Yep, that's the one. It literally blew people's mind. We couldn't wait for part 2 to see what they would do with Anushka's character. Anushka beautifully plays the character of Devasena. Ramya Krishnan, who has a commanding presence throughout the film, is dwarfed by Anushka's performance, because her commanding presence is even more aggressive in nature. Equation between Anushka Shetty and Ramya Krishnan's character is an important driving force of the film, because the choices that they make eventually pits them against each other, and it is interesting to say the least. And the third most important character is Katappa, for which we all wanted to know why such a dedicated and loyal servant would actually kill Bahubali. And the best part of this film is his character is beautifully fleshed out. In the first half, he turns out to be a comical sidekick, but eventually his character evolves throughout the film. Hats off to Satyaraj sir. I really enjoyed his performance. Another special mention goes to Rana, of course, who plays the antagonist in a brilliant and menacing fashion. Deva plays the perfect foil for Bahubali. Eventually when the two mountains clash in the end, it's something that is definitely worth waiting for. At the very end, I have to definitely applaud SS Rajamouli for undertaking this brilliant and grand effort. The visual effects were awesome throughout the film. The characters were very well fleshed out. There was a very nice story as well, which we don't see in most of the films these days. So yes, definitely Rajamouli deserves all our applause for his work, and this movie is definitely a must watch in theaters. I really loved it, and this is my rating for the film. I actually went about mentioning only the positives of the film. The negatives is that you have to suspend disbelief for this film like quite some time. You have to keep your logical brain aside. If you're going to think in your logical mindset, you're going to end up laughing at more than a few scenes in this film. I actually suspended my disbelief throughout the film, because I was thinking it's a mythical fantasy. But something happens in the climax. There's a particular scene where they have to scale a wall, and that was like pushing it a little too hard, because even I ended up giggling at that scene. But flaws aside, as I said, just keep your logical brain aside and just watch this film and be amazed by it. It is still a beautiful film, and it is definitely a must watch on my list. Thank you so much for watching my review, guys. This is Siddharth saying bye bye for now. Take care.